another episode of Curious. On today's show, we talk to singer-songwriter Ashley Baca, who flew all the way from California to be with us. Welcome, Ashley.
Thank you.
So tell me, Ashley,
Yes.
how did you start professionally? Are you a professional singer now?
I definitely would consider myself that, yes.
And how did you get your start?
Wow, it's been a very long journey. So I grew up watching my mom, and she's definitely in the music industry right now. She's a background singer for J-Lo and Stevie Wonder. So I have definitely been inspired by her to take a route that's less normal, I guess you would say. So I went to school for music.
What school did you go to?
I went to Sacramento City College. Amazing students there, and as well as professors.
And what did you study there?
Music, literally. So like performing arts.
For people who don't know, what do you mean? Did you study piano? Did you study voice?
Voice, yeah. Voice and piano, actually. Music theory, everything. I had performances. It was great.
Okay.
Yeah.
So give me a sense of your life, of your musical life growing up. What role did music play in your life?
Oh my gosh, music was everywhere, literally everywhere. We would be in the house, music was blasting. Because my mom's also a songwriter, people would come over. I always had a studio in the house. So I really just grew up around it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so how did hearing that every day, how did that inspire you to become a singer?
Honestly, I think it ended up being a way of living because I had to really grow into wanting to do it. You know, when you're a kid, I was shy. I was really shy. So growing up, I was like, okay, I got to see my mom do it. I pretty much studied like YouTube videos while I was younger of like talent shows. So I don't know, I got older and I was like, I'm good at this once I started studying it in school because I do sing opera. So, yeah. So singing opera was something I never thought I would ever do before.
Why
ever.
opera? For such a young, why? Why opera? When did you realize that it was opera and not anything else?
I can honestly say I didn't choose it. Yeah. So I went to school and my vocal professor was amazing. And he really expanded my voice and I was like, oh my God, I'm good at this.
Who was your vocal professor and what did he say? What happened?
His name is Daniel Paulson. He just didn't let you slack off, ever.
And,
Like,
and
never.
how did he do that? Tell me what he did.
Okay, so a lot of pressure. He was, seriously, he was the type of person that you already know that you want to make him happy with, like, working hard.
So when you say working hard, for someone who doesn't sing, what does that mean? What is that?
Okay.
Is that daily practice, and what do you do?
It's
What do you
daily
mean?
practice, as well as you have to get together. Okay, so for a choral group, there's soprano, alto, tenor, bass.
Right.
So every week you would have to get together with your group. So I would get together with sopranos like 3 times a week, as well as regular classes, as well as like private lessons with him. So everything just had to be scheduled. And
So how did he, I know that vocal lessons, a good vocal teacher will get you to your highest level. So how did he do that for you?
oh, wow. Okay, so the process, when I first started singing, I had a really like ashy tone, raspy. I wasn't using my full voice. So something that he did, it's like a visual learning for me. So if I can picture a note coming out of here, it comes out correctly.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the weirdest thing, because some people, it's called swallowing your voice. So if you're singing and it's not coming out properly and it sounds not clear, that's what you're doing, swallowing your voice.
So what singer inspires you?
There's so many. Okay.
Give me your top 3.
Top 3. Ooh.
It's hard
That's hard, yeah. Okay.
Who's the first that comes to your mind? Like the note. Who's the first?
There's just so many. Okay, so a newer artist that I actually just saw, I went to Afropunk out here, which was awesome. NAO. Have you ever heard? Okay.
No.
Well, she's really like funky, but R&B at the same time.
Okay.
Okay, so.
Well, I'll have to check her out now.
Yeah, no, she's really cool. You can dance to it too. It's nice. Let's see, who else? I obviously have to say Beyonce. I mean, she's amazing.
Okay. And what do you like about her? Because her voice is different than others. So what do you like about her?
Like her voice is amazing. It's beautiful. Her runs are everything. But it's really
Runs?
her stage.
Whoa.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
It's a run.
It's, you know, it's like, I need a song. Let me think.
Well, can you give me an example of what's a run?
Okay. Kind of. Okay, let me think.
No, can you give me an example of what a run is with your voice? Is it a vocal?
It is. So like
okay.
I would have to do vocal warm-ups to lead up. So you can do, I'm trying to think of a song that I can add a run in.
Okay. That's okay.
Let's go back to that one.
You are so funny.
I'm excited to think about that.
It's okay. So who would you say in your family, you said your mom inspired you. Mm-hmm. Is there anyone else in your family who inspired you to sing?
I know my grandma's been singing forever, pretty much like in the choir.
Did you do that?
Barely, barely. Growing up, because we went to church in LA, so we didn't always go. So singing in the choir was hard to get there. I mean, we didn't live in LA. We lived like an hour away. So it would be nice going with my grandma on Sundays and like singing. That was fun. But to see my grandma in the choir was really awesome too. And it's really a family thing. You know, almost everybody can sing.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh. It's awesome.
Your brother can sing?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. I learned something new.
Yes. He can really sing.
Wow.
It's nice, yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay, full disclosure. Ashley is my cousin's daughter, so she's a family member, so full disclosure. So what type of music do you like to sing? Is it opera you like to sing, or is it another genre of music that you like to sing? Or are you singing opera because it fits your voice or because you find it challenging?
Okay, opera is really just my sweet spot.
Okay.
It is. It's challenging for sure, like, because when I'm singing opera, I sing in Latin. So I have to break down all the Latin pieces and really know the meaning of it. That way I can fit the emotion of it, because you can't just sing opera, like, won't sound right. You know what I'm saying? But I like R&B and jazz, but mainly opera. So what I'm really trying to do is mix in opera and hip hop together.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
like
a process.
Like a hip hop opera?
Exactly.
Really?
Yeah.
And so what's the process of that? Because that's a different, I don't know. Is it different?
It's way different.
In what way?
Okay, so a regular opera song is obviously classical. So to be able to pick a beat and then match like what lyrics match the sound of the beat, it all has to go together. It's just going to sound horrible, like a mess, because it's two genres that you're trying to put together.
So are you trying to make a hip-hop opera?
Yep.
Oh, you are?
I am.
Oh, like Rent. But that's not an opera.
Oh.
But it's based on La Boheme, so.
Okay.
Anyway, that's a little thing I'm just. Do you play an instrument?
I can read music.
Okay.
So if I had a book in front of me, I can play the piano. But I haven't been able to like sit and do it by ear yet.
Oh.
I wish.
Oh.
Seriously.
Well, wishes do come true, don't they?
Yes.
So tell me, I don't think I asked you, how do you prepare for a performance?
There is a lot of preparation that goes into it. Because I think one thing that definitely helped me is learning your nervous tics. So let's say some people get shaky hands. I get dry mouth. Seriously. So what my professor actually told me, something that helps before your performance, if you bite your tongue.
What do you mean bite it?
Like not hard. Bite your tongue really soft.
Okay.
You get saliva.
Yeah?
So that way when you're singing, you no longer have dry mouth.
Oh, that's brilliant.
It is. It's awesome. There's a whole book on like different tics and how to, yeah.
So what's your tic?
Dry
Besides your dry mouth, that's it?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Sometimes I get shaky hands.
Okay.
Sometimes, but.
Do you have stage fright?
Honestly, it goes away. Once you start singing, it's really interesting because it's kind of euphoric. So you start singing and then you just forget that you have a body, really.
Oh. So it's like you're one with
Connecting.
the universe when you're singing.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's pretty interesting. Now, I want to talk about songwriting.
Okay.
So how many songs have you written so far?
I've been writing songs since about middle school.
Really?
So, yeah. And it would just be random. I would talk to my friends, like, hey, let's write this song during like our break. And it would really work. Yeah, I still remember one of them.
So when you write your songs, when you're doing your song, you don't play music, but you can read it. So do you write melodies at all, or are you just writing lyric?
I pretty much write poems and then find a beat that I like and put it together, create a song from it.
So who's your favorite lyricist, would you say?
Lauryn Hill.
Lauryn Hill. Oh.
I love her.
Oh.
Yes.
And so when you write your songs, what's the theme? Is there a particular theme to your songs, or is there a particular theme now that you're older that you find yourself writing about all the time?
Yes, actually, pretty much growing into yourself. I used to write a lot about like breakups and everything, like the love story. But I'm trying to expand because I feel like everybody is either talking about a breakup or talking about partying.
I agree with you, but you know, when you're 20-something, that's what's happening.
I know.
That's pretty much your life.
I'm trying to change that.
Partying and breaking up with someone.
Yeah, that is
working.
true. Consistent, yeah.
So let's talk about your writing process. So now that you're older, before you had your friends and you would write with your friends, let's write something.
Yeah.
But what's your process now?
Now what I've found that's really cool, things don't have to be in order anymore. You know, when you're writing out a poem, it's like, okay, line by line. But if I'm inspired, I'll write like, let's say this is a paper, I'll write a portion right here, flip it over on the back, and then I just add it all together at the end. It's like a puzzle.
Do you have any lyrics that you can share with us now? Or that you can remember? Oh, well, I'd like to hear them.
Okay. In love again, in love again, in love again. I've been watching you, in love again. No one thinks we'll be together again, but we both know we'll be in love by tonight.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
That's my first. This is my first time hearing you sing, so I'm. Just,
Oh my gosh.
I'm in awe. And then when you sent me the videos, that was the first time. I was like, oh my God.
What?
Yes.
Why didn't I never sing for you before?
I don't know. We were busy.
That's true.
It's okay. So. Where does your inspiration come from? Is it things that are going on in your life? You said you write more positive things now?
I do now.
So when life is not so positive, how do you write something positive? Where do you start?
I've had a lot of growing to do. So
And what do you mean by that, growing?
I mean like emotional growing. So like dealing with different people that I should not have been dealing with in the past. It's easy to write darker songs. So now that I'm in a place where I'm not around that, it's easier to write more heartfelt, warm songs. So I think a lot of inspiration comes when I'm sitting at the beach. Yeah.
You were
and I
so
could just
lucky.
like write. Oh yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of beaches here, but sometimes they're a little far.
Okay. Yeah, from my house in Oxnard, it's like 5 minutes away. It's perfect.
So tell us a typical day when you go to the beach and write. What do? You just decide, I'm going to walk to the beach and write today.
Yeah.
Is that what happens?
Pretty much. I'll be like, okay, because Chipotle is right next to my house. So I'll go get some Chipotle and then have a blanket and go sit at the beach.
And then you
have my phone, write, which is really weird. I don't like writing like songs on my phone. So I'll have my phone and then I'll have earphones and then like a notepad.
Yeah. Because
I feel like it's more emotionally connecting.
Yeah, well, you know, when you write, it's a direct connection to your brain.
Yeah.
So I think things flow a little more easily.
For sure.
That's just my own personal opinion. So you're here in New York, and how long have you been here?
Oh, almost
Visiting?
a week.
And is there any place you've been that's been inspiring for you that you might write
Going
about?
to Afropunk.
That's it?
No. There's been a lot. There's been a lot.
Okay, I'm just checking because you've said Afropunk.
Because I had so much fun. Yes.
P-U-N-K. Right. Okay.
The people there, like, were beautiful.
Oh.
Seriously, gowns, makeup, all done. Yeah, it was awesome.
So tell us a little bit about what it was.
Okay.
Because I really haven't heard of this.
It's a huge outside festival.
And what do they do there?
Music everywhere, different stages, a whole bunch of people.
What kind of music?
It depends. So the first day there was a lot of like hip hop, dance music, but then you can go to a different stage and there would be like jazz or NAO, which is
Okay, I'm going to listen to NAO.
Yes.
Okay, is this a woman or okay? All right. See, I'm showing that I'm not in the mainstream. That's why we have to be around young people so they can educate us. Yeah. As we educate you, I hope, sometimes. Yeah. So, did you write any songs while you were here?
Not yet. I feel like I'm going to do that on the plane.
Oh. Why don't you do it while you're here?
I've just been having so much fun. It has to, you can't force it. But I keep it all up here, so.
So, tell me, what would you say to a young person who's just starting out? Let's say a high school senior who wants to sing, and they're on their way to a performing arts college. What would you say to them? What advice would you give them?
Stay true to yourself.
How do you do that?
Don't conform into what other people want you to do. Like, a lot of people don't want either their kids to actually study music because it's looked at as like, oh, well, you're not going to make it. See, so I'm thankful that I have the inspiration, like my mom, because she's actually doing it. You know, so.
But that's unusual, isn't it?
Very.
For the way that, do you know the story of how your mom got the job? Yeah,
so actually, I think it was like 2008, might have been before that. She did the Oprah Pop Star Challenge. So then she worked with Stevie Wonder, auditioning, and then turned into J-Lo. And it's just been awesome for her.
But it's a lot of work and a lot of traveling.
Yeah, it's crazy because at first, like me being younger, I thought it was just like her job was to party. But now that like really, that's what I thought. I see a concert, it's a party. Okay, no, but it's really not. I went to the J-Lo show, went backstage, the whole thing. It's a lot of work. Yeah. A lot of work and consistent work.
So, how do you stay true to yourself when you're in a performing arts college that's trying to shape shape you into a professional, more or less?
I feel like you have to have a different vision than what they want you to do, because when you're in school.
What do you mean? Because you have someone who's been in the profession a while, who's probably teaching you. So I'm sure they're trying to shape you in a way that they know will help you be able to perform in the long run, not just in the short run.
That's true. I do think, though, that going to school for music, you learn how to use your voice properly. So that could be, like, for my thing, it is the long run. I'm not going to sing, I can sing normal opera, but I'm not going to I could do that, you know what I'm saying? But ideally, I want to put it to hip-hop.
Okay.
So if I stood in front of, like, the chorus class and was like, this is what I'm going to do, they'd be like, how are you going to do that? You know, so I think I have found it in myself, and it hasn't been easy. Just I want to do something different.
What was difficult? You said it wasn't easy. What made it difficult?
It wasn't easy deciding like to try to make a new genre. Because that's not heard of, opera and hip hop.
No, I'm not sure though. Okay. So where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years, hopefully touring.
With who? Or doing
myself, singing, having my own band, everything.
Oh, so okay. So, are you gonna write hip hop, opera and then tour, or are you going to have a band that you tour with?
I want a band that I tour with. But I do also want like hip hop tracks, but I love live music. So as far as like the singing opera, it's actually called public domain. So anything it's like before 18th century, you can use and
So wait, so
get
I'm
royalties.
just trying to understand the process. So you're going to take like a hip hop beat and put it into a 19th century song? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh, now I understand.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And you're going to write your own hip hop beats? Not lyrics, excuse me. Lyrics.
Yeah. So I'm going to have a whole bunch of different stuff.
And are you going to show women in a different way? Or
Ooh, yes, I would love to.
So whose point of view are you going to be writing in?
Okay. Mine, slightly. I want everybody to be able to relate to my music. So I don't use gender roles in my music.
Okay. I think people will relate to your music if it's human.
Yeah, that's true.
That's all. It just has to be human.
Yeah.
And I think people can relate to it. So what projects are you working on now?
Ooh, right now it's been kind of slower right now, which is totally fine because I've been like perfecting more. So vocal lessons, I have a voice teacher in Ventura where I live. Well, actually, Oxnard, a bit close. And it's more like behind the scenes work
Who's
right
your
now.
vocal teacher?
Oh gosh, her name's Laura. I did forget her last name, but she's amazing. Amazing.
And what do you think she's taught you?
She actually, okay, so I was having issues swallowing my voice again because when I was studying music, it was 2 years ago. So after Sacramento City College, I went to Los Angeles College of Music, and then I stopped. It was just like a halt. So then I was like, okay, I need to get out of this slump.
Why'd you stop?
Why did I stop going?
Yeah. What do you think? What happened? No.
It wasn't the right fit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I came from a school like Sacramento where you have shows basically you're singing every day. And shows every other week. And then you go to a school that's more of a like trade school and you don't get a show till 2 years in. So it didn't make sense. And I was like, why would I do that? Yeah. So it just didn't feel right. So I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to decide to hate where I go. I just won't go.
I see you have your own mind, Ashley.
Yeah.
I think I just gave you the mother look.
You did. You're like, oh, really? It's true.
I apologize.
No, one thing that I'm thankful for as far as my mom, she's never been, and my dad too, they're not like overbearing parents. They let me make my own mistakes, let me find my way as long as I had some sort of explanation that made sense and a little bit of a plan. So it's been working out.
So if people want to hear your music, where would they go?
You can actually go on Instagram. I have so many videos on there. It's at AYY, it's Ash _.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anywhere else?
I am actually working on my music website. I had it up a long time ago, took it down. I thought my voice grew, but then I realized, why would I take down old projects when people can just grow with me?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's
I'm trying to put it all back together. It's a process, but I love it.
I'm so glad you came.
Yes, me too. Thank you.
I appreciate it. I'm honored that you're on my show.
I'm honored to be on your show.
And then we'll see you grow in the future, and then we'll have the show.
Right.
And I knew her when.
Yes, pull out the video.
Ashley, you're so sweet. So do you want to sing us out a little bit?
Okay. What do you want me to sing?
Yes, whatever you want to sing that's not copywritten. Original only, please.
You think that I need you simply because we were together for far too long. You think I won't be strong without you, But you didn't fall in love with the stronger girl I became. You fall in love with the strong girl I already was. And now we're here. Can I sing opera since it's...
You are welcome to do so.
Okay.
But it has to be a minute long because that's how much time we have left.
Ooh, okay. Let me think. Virgin tu amor, o madre di bondade, o madre mia, ascolta l'oce Maria, la voce del peccator, del peccator. Il pianto e su ti muova, giungano di suoi lamenti. Sui triste accenti senti pitur, su chi tu cur, pitu su, chi tu cur,
Bravo,
Thank you.
Ashley, bravo.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on the show. And thank you for watching. Good night.